Okay, wait. You mean to tell me that if I take this pill right here, it'll turn me into a teenager again? This pill. I find that very hard to believe and very suspicious that you didn't charge me for it, but what the hell, what do I have to lose, right? Bottoms up. I don't feel any different. I sure as hell don't look any different. Hey, is this some sort of trick? Because I'm gonna kick your ass. Well, all of a sudden I've gotten really sleepy. Oh, hey, what the? Why am I on the floor? Why am I on the floor? Oh man, that was one hell of a fall. Oh. What the? Soft skin? Pimples? Oh my god! It actually worked! That's amazing! Oh god, not this again! Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the anime ReLIFE. So ReLIFE follows Arata Kaizaki, a 27-year-old man who quit his job after only 3 months and has since become sort of a shut-in. Yeah, sure, he has a part-time job and all, but he doesn't really go out that much. He basically stays in, and he's not doing much with his life. One night, he meets a mysterious guy by the name of Ryo Yoake, who presents him with an offer to partake in something called the ReLIFE Project, which is an experiment that will revert him back to his teen years so that he can experience youth once more and, in the process, fix the problems and troubles that he faces in his life currently. From here, Kaizaki returns to high school life, makes new friends, and slowly starts to rediscover not only the joy of living one's life, but also himself. Now, I knew absolutely nothing when it came to this anime. All I truly knew was that this anime was getting a lot of positive reviews and it was being praised up the wazoo. Like almost every single person who has seen this anime so far has fallen in love with it, head over heels for it. And also, Crunchyroll released all 13 episodes of the series for those who have the premium membership service on their site. And since I am one of the few that has the premium membership service, I got to see all 13 episodes, and I have to say, guys, I 100% agree with all of the positive reviews and praises that this anime has gotten, because guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite anime of the year so far. Now, I could sit here and waste your time by mentioning how good the art and animation is in this anime, which it was, or how all the voice actors and actresses did a really solid job with their performances, which they did. But I want to really get into the meat and potatoes of this review and talk about the things that I absolutely adored about this anime. And you probably all know what that is: the story and the characters. The story being told in this anime is solid and quite fascinating, delving into themes that are universal to people young and old. Themes like regret, insecurities, and passion. And I love how the anime had a great balance of drama and comedy. The drama, while at times being just a bit soap opera-y, but I mean, this anime does take place in high school, and we all know high schoolers tend to be a bit over dramatic and inflate situations to the point where they're just completely blown out of proportion. But I think that really adds to the drama, as it makes it come off a bit more realistic and believable. Not to mention that it is emotionally resonating. You actually care about the drama. You're invested in the dilemma, and you want to see it get resolved. And the comedy is there to kind of ease the tension of some of these really heavy dramatic scenes. And there are a lot of heavy dramatic scenes, not only in high school, but also dealing with some of the characters and their personal lives. And the comedy's there to kind of give levity to the situation, kind of remind you that it's not all bad news. You can have some fun. Not to mention the first few episodes it does kind of come off as a comedy. It is really hilarious. And I know many of you are going to say, well, aren't you mad? Did you feel like you were tricked? Like, oh, it's supposed to be coming off as a comedy, and then they throw these dramatic scenes? No, because the way that they promoted the anime on Crunchyroll is they said that it was a science fiction drama. So I kind of knew what I was getting into, but I didn't expect the comedy. The comedy was actually well appreciated. It was really good. Like, I was laughing my butt off a lot of times in this anime. And I believe the reason that the drama comes off as emotionally resonating and compelling, why we actually care about it, and why the comedy works so well, is that the anime took the time and effort to actually establish their characters, give them personalities, and make us give a damn about them. Like, before they even threw us into the drama, threw us into all the craziness that would happen later on in the anime, they actually set up and build these characters to make them all stand out, have their own personalities, have their own character traits, their own ambitions, and it makes them three-dimensional. You actually give a damn about these characters, and they're all really good. I mean, from the moment that you see these characters, they instantly come off as likable, and they all have a variety of interesting personalities and some great development given to them. You have the socially inept yet adorable Hishido, the ultra cheerful consultant slash stalker Rio, who has quite a fascinating and very well told backstory that shines some light on the character and gives us some perspective about him, the cute and sometimes flirtatious An, the athletic and emotionally troubled Reina, and the book smart yet completely oblivious to other people's feelings of him, Olga, and so much more. But out of all the characters, I love and relate to Kazuki the most. He has a great, likable, and caring personality. He's an honorable man, especially when it comes to the temptation of all these high school girls that surround him. He doesn't cross that line. He keeps the temptation at bay, and I really respect him for that, because he easily could have just been like, well, since I'm going to be a teenager again, I guess I should go mac on some high school girls, even though I'm 27. Oh! The character is also downright hilarious. He always had me laughing, whether it be from his overreactions to something that another character would say or do, or the shocked look that he would always give whenever he would see something surprising, or learn the fact that he failed another test and has to take another retake test, or the plenty of awkward situations that this character is placed in. He's just a genuinely funny dude. And also, and probably my favorite thing about him, is that he forms really strong and convincing bonds with each of the characters in the anime. My personal favorite is the bond that he shares with Hishido. It's cute, it's likable, you feel a genuine bond and connection. There's chemistry here. It's just so sad because they can't hook up with each other because he's 27 and this is a teenage girl. It's just, no, taboo, don't do that. He also has a really strong bond with his consultant Rio. Like, Rio has a really interesting backstory that I don't want to give away, but it kind of explains some of his actions, and he's trying to become a better consultant, helping out his clients more often, and he does form a really strong bond with Kaizaki, and I really like the kind of friendship that they've been forming with each other. Not to mention, Kaizaki has a very interesting, albeit extremely tragic backstory that shines so much light on the character and explains how he ended up where he was and why he was acting the way he was at the beginning of the anime. Overall, Kaizaki is a well-rounded character, the true heart of the anime, and they did a really good job with him. Now personally, I don't really have any major issues with this anime that really bogged it down, but I do have a few irritations that you may call nitpicks. They don't detract from the anime. In fact, they do serve a purpose. They are relevant to the story. They add something to the story and characters. So it's not really a major issue. It's just kind of a nuisance, something that really bugged me. The first one being is that the drama surrounding Reina and her friend just went on for a bit too long. Again, it has relevance to the story and is very necessary for character development, not only for Reina and her friend, but also with Kaizaki and Hishido, as they kind of form a stronger bond through this situation. But again, I don't feel like it needed to be 3 damn episodes. I mean, that's just way too long and got way too much focus. Another nitpick I found, and it also deals with Reina once again, the romance between her and Olga, I felt like was just a bit bit rushed, especially nearing the end. Now, don't get me wrong, I found it cute. I enjoyed it and I rooted for it, but I felt like they just needed to flesh out this relationship a bit more. It felt very rushed, like, oh, we just need to wrap it up with their relationship. And no, their relationship needs room to breathe. You need to see them kind of bond and connect a bit more. They established their friendship throughout the anime, yes, but again, it felt like it needed more time and focus given to it. And the last nitpick I have for this anime deals with its ending. It just left me wanting more. Now, I don't mean that it left me wanting more in the sense that the ending was unfulfilling or left me feel empty and resentful by the way that they decided to wrap up the story. Like, really? That's the ending you're gonna give to ReLIFE? This is how you're gonna conclude this story? Wow, that's complete and utter bullshit. It's terrible. It ruins this anime. It's god-awful. No, nothing like that. What I meant is that the anime is so good with characters that I just fell in love with and a story that's very interesting that I hate to see it end. And it's not like this go read the manga type ending that it leaves kind of unfulfilled and there's no real conclusion or sort of closure to the story, no resolution. There is a bit of resolution to the story that's being told currently in the anime. There is a much bigger story being told, and that one hasn't been resolved yet. But for what they had, they were able to give some resolution to the story being told currently. Though I would love to see more of the story and have a full resolution to the characters and all that stuff. But still, it was still really good. It just made me want to see more of the characters. Made me want to see more of their adventures and them bonding and getting closer with each other. Hell, if anything, it just makes me really excited and stoked to see if they're going to make a second season, if the anime does very well, because I think personally, I would love to see a second season to ReLIFE. Overall, like most people who have seen this anime, I too have fallen head over heels for ReLIFE. It has such a well-told story with interesting, likable characters, solid animation. It is definitely the best anime I've seen this year so far. And I'm gonna give it the highest grade I could possibly give anything, a 5 out of 5 stars, guys. I personally believe that it is an epic masterpiece and an anime that is definitely worth watching. Go check it out if you get the chance. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you absolutely love and adore it as much as I did? Or did you find it really boring, cliche, you just couldn't get into it? And let me know who is the most oblivious character you've ever seen in an anime. Comment below, let me know. Stay tuned. I probably will have another top 10 list coming out real soon, as I wasn't able to do the main top 10 list I was supposed to do this week. And yes, tonight I am going to see Ghostbusters, and I will have a review for it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And until then, guys, if you would like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Wild II, the younger version, the younger, sexier version of the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.
Wow.